Hello, welcome to the Breakfast Podcast. This is your go-to source for all things automotive, whether you're a global gearhead or cruising the streets of South Africa. Join us for the latest news, in-depth analysis, and candid discussion about the ever-evolving world of cars.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Breakfast Show with 𝗘𝗣𝗗𝗘𝗦 and 𝗪𝗢𝗢𝗘𝗚𝗓 as your host. Let's get it.
Hey Tada.
How's it?
No, go sharp, it's alright.
It's okay, don't change that. No, 𝗪𝗧𝗓 boy, 𝗪𝗧𝗓. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Extremely tired. It's been a long week. You said it first, I said it again. What have we been doing? Schoolwork.
For those who don't know, we do the same course.
Yeah, journalism.
So if he says it's been a long week, best believe that it's been a
it's been a long week. We've been doing a POE and the submission was crazy.
I think I should put this pen down
Yes.
before I start fidgeting.
Yeah, no, man. It's been a long week and a priority of ours, we had to make sure that we make an episode, squeeze it in the tight schedule. And
To be honest, today we had plans of recording two episodes, but we lied to ourselves.
it's for the birds. We lied to ourselves. No, we can do it. Come on, for you guys. Yeah, man. What's been going on? Drake?
Drake dropped an album.
Drake?
Shout out Drake.
Shout out to
Scary Hours 3.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't listened to it. He's listened
Wow,
to it.
man.
Chill out.
Drake was like,
Drake fan of
on that song, he levitated back to the top.
Okay. Oh, another thing that's happening. I'm getting like.
No.
I'm starting.
He's starting facial hair.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Congratulations.
Stuff. Very exciting stuff. What have you seen this week on the roads?
On the roads, a lot of traffic. KZN. The N3, is it?
I don't. Oh, that's under
building,
construction.
yeah.
Yes.
Just a lot of things. I don't know exactly what they're doing. Are they building a bridge?
I think they widening one because it's been a one lane.
No. We had two. I think we were the only country who had 2 and 3. I mean, we went to country province because four. 𝗘𝗣𝗗𝗘𝗏, it's another country. Yeah. Country. It's like Europe. Cape Town.
So we wilding today, yeah?
Yeah, we are wilding, man.
I saw an M4 on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's
Breaking the speed limit.
Which one?
On the
which one?
G80.
Shout out. What was the color?
White.
Oh,
Look good.
I thought it was gonna be like Isle of a Man green or like.
No. When did I see the GT3? Monday I saw a GT3. Also saw a Maybach. Or a Maybach.
Which one?
It's 580.
Oh, two-tone. Yeah, this guy's a true. Where does he live that he sees all these cars? That's crazy. I only saw an X6 competition. It was matte black. I saw a Porsche 911 9912.
Close.
Yeah.
You get it there. I'm gonna give you a Porsche club.
What else did I see? A Porsche Panamera. A blue Porsche Panamera.
Light blue.
No, it was a just beautiful dark blue, and it was just a clean. I think that's one of the most cleanest Porsches ever. The latest one.
Latest one.
Gentle blue. What he said. I doubt though, but what he said.
Dark blue.
Yeah, it was like Gentian blue.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think that's it. Let's talk about the news.
There's something else to talk about, but it slipped my mind. If it comes back, I'll...
No. We doing the news.
No. If I want to talk about it, definitely.
All right, man. It's our podcast. What are you talking about? Yeah. Let's talk about the news, man. Can you start us off with the news?
I can start off the news. 𝗪𝗢𝗢𝗘𝗏 is an 87-year-old Ndebele lady.
Yes.
In 1991, she painted a 𝗘𝗣𝗗𝗘𝗏. You know how the Ndebeles have different colors with the blues and the pinks and everything. So she did her arts all over the exterior and the interior. Look very nice.
Should pop up, man.
It was the 12th car of 19 that exist today that BMW do, BMW art cars, that's what they call. So after it debuted in 1991, BMW took the vehicle to Munich
headquarters,
where it is currently displayed. However, the news is 𝗕𝗤𝗙𝗎𝗓, who is the general manager of corporate communications South Africa, BMW, did announce that the car will be making a return in 2024
to the soil.
to South Africa.
Will Esther be there to see her car?
They have to. They have to make something happen.
Don't say that. You never know what happens, man.
It's gonna start off in Cape Town,
Right.
and then it'll tour South Africa.
But the car, no one drives it. No.
It'll probably
It's a trophy.
It'll probably be
Shipped and
traded.
shipped, trailered, flown.
That's too much. That's too much.
Flown.
What do you have?
I have news of Ford making a return. Right, they're joining the SUV bunch, the SUV gang. We see SUVs a lot, so they decided again, let's bring back a car that was here, not for the longest time. It wasn't that popular, which is the Ford Territory. Right?
Okay. I've only seen one.
Yes, on also share there's
No.
one.
In
your life.
my life, and I know who owned it.
Okay, that's weird. I see.
No, I went to school with the guy.
Okay, shout out to him. He had to.
𝗕𝗤𝗙𝗘, his dad had a Ford Territory.
He had to say that for a disclaimer.
What?
That you know that person, because it was gonna be weird. It's a Ford Territory. It's coming back. It was made in 2004 to 2005. It didn't really
Catch on.
Yeah, it didn't catch on. It
2004, 2005.
Yeah. Imagine.
SUVs weren't hot.
They were
Maybe
in America,
yeah,
no, we were messing with the longer cars. So
saloon vehicles.
yeah, it came in either 7 seats or 5 seats.
7 seats.
It had a 4-liter straight 6, which was really thirsty. People said, nah, that engine was just, it wasn't made like nicely.
I hope the new one is a bit better.
I'm getting to it. So that one, the old one in 2005, was around 309,000 for the base spec, and then 389 for the top spec.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I'm guessing like the new one is maybe.
So the new one.
410.
Okay, so that's actually it's not a bad estimation. They haven't really released anything about pricing as of yet, just that it will be making a return into our market. So it's going to be loaded with tech. I mean, the latest driver assistance systems, everything.
Is it a 4x4 vehicle?
They haven't spoken about that a lot. I do doubt it because it's a mid-size SUV. So maybe you could spec a 4x4 if they decide to have that spec, but I don't know, man. It looks amazing though. The pictures, wow, it's inside and out. It's proper.
From a design.
It's proper.
Is it a concept or is it like
no?
Prototype?
It's Yonango. It will be made in the Philippines. That's when they produce it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We should actually have that chat. A lot of vehicles are not made in their country of origin.
Yeah.
Like you would think it was okay because the Porsche is German. You would think they made in Germany. Like I told you, they made in Bolivia.
Yeah. Oh. Who knows? Yeah.
Like someone could.
Yeah, that's a chat though. That's a chat. That's a real chat.
Because I mean, Ford is American. But don't we make them here in Eastern Canada?
Yeah, we do. We do.
Even Mercedes.
We're one of the,
even Mercedes.
We're one of the.
Not Mercedes.
If not the biggest exporter out of America. Yeah, we do just as good.
Shout out to us. Pretty sure you've heard of Amazon. For those who don't know, Amazon is an online buying shopping platform. Very popular in the US of A. It will be coming to South Africa in 2024.
We don't have it.
No, currently
we've never had it. It's like 𝗕𝗤𝗙𝗘.
It's like 𝗕𝗤𝗙. So it will be coming to South Africa in 2024, and then Amazon has partnered with Hyundai. So as of 2024, you can now buy your Hyundai off
of 𝗕𝗤𝗙.
Not 𝗕𝗤𝗙.
Yes, Pella.
Okay. I think it's called e-commerce.
What's e-commerce? To buy a car off of Amazon.
No, not buying a car. Buying something online is called e-commerce.
Okay.
Somebody please fetch it.
Hey, now don't do that
For
to
those
us.
who maybe know or remember CeeLo from the previous episode,
Yeah,
the one before that, he's not here today.
not here.
He would have fact checked me.
He's gonna be doing like these ins and outs, and we just really need to check the paperwork, who hired him and stuff
and
like
we
that.
need to see his contract.
And the contract, bro, we need
what
to.
is stipulated in his contract?
Yeah.
Because if he's not,
It's going to get to a point where he breaches the contract.
and then it's unfortunately
It's out of our hands.
We're gonna be in a position where we have to.
It's going to be out of our hands. Yeah, man. Second news. You done with your news? Mercedes-Benz.
Didn't they say they're dropping the Benz?
Benz dropping.
Yeah.
Dropping how?
Like they're gonna stop calling their cars
Benz.
It's gonna be just Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Mm.
Why?
Our phone.
Oh.
And-
So Mercedes-Benz are set to invest 40 million into the infrastructure to make sure that they have more than enough charging stations for their EVs. Now we know that EVs are coming into the country wild and fast. We're integrating them, we're doing seminars, we're trying to make everyone knowledgeable about their existence. But that is not the case globally because we are being spoon-fed and we're losing cows. But that's another chat.
Wait. This is not a
chat.
political podcast.
All right.
How do you feel about that?
Right.
Do you feel like we should be improving the infrastructure for the adoption of electric vehicles or not?
We should. We should definitely. I mean, transport is a big thing, and that we haven't sorted out locally. I mean, some countries have very organized transporting systems set in place where there's only buses traveling there. As you find a bus with a taxi, with a car, and a train next to it. How's the train on the road? That's crazy.
But now you're talking about transport in our country is a really big problem.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like we have transport issues where maybe the roads are not big enough or there's not enough routes.
All of that.
Now you want us, what you're saying is you feel like we should adopt these electric vehicles
to lower emissions as well, from that perspective as well. I'm being inclusive. Perspective. I have a retainer, bro. Chill out. I have a retainer. Chill out. So Mercedes are planning to install 67 of these charging stations globally by the first quarter of next year.
How many?
Initially, they're planning to make 127 globally. So they're starting with 67, and then later next year they'll do 60. So they've already, in partnership with 𝗘𝗣𝗙𝗘𝗙, which is a billing system in South Africa for EVs and stuff like that, for the charging stations more specifically, they've already invested 15 million rands to improve infrastructure as a whole, not just them, but to make sure that dog is out of it. You don't like the EV chat? We have to do this news, man.
Like,
we have to do the news.
Like anytime I
Has to
see
be news.
battery technology improving, I just go, oh no, this is becoming.
They have to, man.
Infrastructure is
They've
improving.
been giving us unfinished homework.
That brings back memories of high school.
Yeah, it's like, can I see? Come. And it was like,
You did not hear kom.
yeah, it was like,
What's that?
no, not Wasala. Hey, chill out, man. It would have been cool if it was Wasala, but it was like, please, guys, give us your books. And we were like,
I want to check that out.
I didn't sleep. I was watching Top Gear.
Okay, my last news piece for today is more like a story.
It's a story.
Yes. So
Gather round, children. Gather round.
in 1970, an electrician started a business that specialized in radar sensing and radar
For cars or for echo game?
for other stuff,
Okay.
for other applications,
Right.
And this business did really well, and eventually he sold it. Correct.
Right.
Now he's sitting there with a lot of money because it did really well. So he thought, you know what? I would really like to buy my dream car. What was his dream car at that time? A Ferrari GTO. right? So he wanted to buy this car, but he didn't know where to find it. He didn't know who to
As
talk
they
to.
are rare.
Right? So you couldn't just go on the internet and be like, okay, Ferrari GTO for sale. So he started going to racing events and local
Doing his
events,
homework.
and he overheard someone speaking about somebody wants to sell a Ferrari GTO, and he was like, okay.
I gotta be on that.
So he gets closer and like, yo, who is it? Turns out the car was 4.5 hours away. Takes his car, drives all
Without
the way there.
hesitation. He's like, nah, I'm going there.
He goes there, finds the car, and he likes it. What does he do? He buys it.
Yeah.
Right? He
course
bought
he
it for $525,000.
Sure.
He goes back home, tells all his friends, tells his wife, guys, I found my dream car, I bought it for $525,000 in 1970.
Okay.
Right.
That
car sold this
the
week.
same car.
The same car. For $51.7 million.
Sheesh.
Making it the second most expensive car to ever sell on auction.
People have money, bro. And the thing about that car, it's not like it's gonna go there. Nah. They're probably gonna like make it the penthouse suite, and then in the penthouse suite next to the fireplace,
it's gonna be on a thing called revolving floor.
Shout out. A showroom floor.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I hope so.
I don't think so.
Fact check.
I think it's a revolving floor.
Yeah.
But
a man moves to revolving floor, you saying that the floor is spinning.
It does.
Yeah, the floor is spinning, so it's revolving. Okay.
Yeah. So I think I'm correct.
Oh,
You're wrong.
Please. Oh my God.
In the comments.
Yeah.
In the comments.
You need to check that out.
Yeah.
So that was
the hysterical part of all of this is his friends refused to comment on the sale after laughing at him for buying $525,000.
Wait, I just want to ask. Was it the same person who sold the car? No,
No, he was alive. He's still
He is alive.
He was alive.
Yazini
Sengithi after 30 years. No, more than 30 years. 38. I can do with the money.
You said there's something you didn't say. It's all about the mileage, but you can't see the mileage
because it doesn't have an odometer. Dude, it's not like this car's going anywhere. It's not like they're gonna try.
Man, what if the person that bought it just wanted to like feel it through? But now we'll see.
I mean, you can feel it in 10 kilometers. You don't need to. You don't need 5,000.
Okay, that's enough.
But honestly, that's a chat we should have. I think that, $51 million is a lot for a vehicle.
Yay.
And if you look at that vehicle, I really don't think it's worth it.
Oof. I don't
I understand rarity, I understand
prefer not to
exclusivity,
speak.
I understand history, but I just feel like if you look at the product,
that amount of money is it's way too much.
But then again, maybe I can't fathom that amount of money because I haven't even touched it.
Because that is your shopping queen of R5.
Come on. We don't need to tell the viewers our lunch.
Alright, Mental, to close it off, we're going to be talking about another mid-size SUV that's coming into the game. There's going to be a plethora for you to choose from, and this is a J-Co. Can you guess what a J-Co is?
J-Co?
Yes.
It's not that brand, it's JAC.
No. That's Jack.
What do all these companies have in common? Where are they from?
Oof. GWM. So Omoda just happened to, I'm sure many people are not sure about Omoda yet. They don't really know.
I believe that if we put a picture right here,
Omoda is the sub-brand of Cherry.
okay,
Right, so they are the more luxurious. It's kind of like what you have with Toyota and Lexus.
Honda with
what?
I don't know. Is it not? No, Honda.
Shout out. Shout out. Honda and Acura.
No, yeah, that's the same thing.
No.
It's the same thing.
Honda and what?
And Genesis. It's not Genesis.
No,
That's
Hyundai
Hyundai Genesis. I swear to God, Hyundai has one.
Get you. So 𝗘𝗣𝗗𝗘𝗚 or 𝗘𝗡 is going to be another sub-brand of Chery, and we're going to be getting a J7, which is a mid-size SUV that will have a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine with 7-speed automatic transmission. And so
Honda doesn't have a sub-brand.
What's wrong with Honda? Honda is like a sub-brand because the products are like, over time they've gotten more refined and stuff like that.
They are a sub-brand of what?
No.
Of Yamaha. Okay, I need to get my facts straight.
Shucks, man. Yeah, so 𝗘𝗚𝗚 is gonna be here as a sub-brand luxury.
Do I know cars?
We don't. Yeah, that's now you gotta self-reflect. After this podcast is gonna self-reflect. It's like,
I need to spend this weekend reflecting.
do I really know what I be saying? Do you be knowing what you say?
What's 𝗘𝗚𝗚?
Yeah, so 𝗘𝗚𝗚 is going to be another sub-brand. It's going to be, I think there's going to be a lot of confusion with that, because how do you have two sub-brands? You can't be making that much.
So what's the name? GWM.
Right. So they all stem from GWM or have a connection to GWM.
So Chery has a connection with GWM.
Right. 𝗘𝗚𝗚𝗚, yeah. 𝗘𝗚𝗚 is going to be stemming from Chery. Like Omoda.
Now this is going to be very.
Now people are going to be like, because even the Omoda, I'm sure that
there's GWM and Omodo is Chery's sub-brand.
Say that again. Now we're confusing each other.
There's GWM.
Right.
Underneath GWM, there's Chery.
That's the umbrella.
Okay.
That's the main umbrella.
Okay.
And then.
What's there? Chery. And then Omodo.
And then Bake and all of those Shanduses. All of them are coming from either
in Beijing.
Exactly. That is a Bake Beijing
X55.
Yeah,
it is.
That's the model. Yeah. So those are
no. Beijing is the model.
It's like Omoda. Beijing is like the model. X55 is the model of the Beijing.
Let's just get into the main topic of today.
Right, so what is the topic of today? We just wanted to chop it up a little bit about model designations, or the letters that we all know and see all the time. Model, like your TDIs, your GTIs. We're just going to be saying what they are, just some light skimming over.
What do they mean?
Yeah, just focusing more so on like the ones that we see. If we skip something that you want to know about, tell us in the comments. We'll make a video especially for you.
I personally will reply to those comments.
We owe it to you guys.
If not,
we owe it to you. Come on, huh?
Say that again for those who didn't catch it that time.
We owe it to you. Come on now, man.
You cooking.
I'm always cooking, man. Are they ready to eat? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You understand?
What do you have?
What do I have? So I decided to go VW. We all love VW, right? I hope we all love VW. Just gonna be saying VW, Toyota, a little bit of Mercedes, and
Audi?
Sneaking. Well, hey, find out.
Okay.
Kickstart.
Let me start.
Okay. Let's kickstart.
Audi has a department that they call the RS department.
Yes.
What does RS stand for?
Race Sport.
Race Sport.
Yeah.
Okay. Or
Ren
Sports.
Ren Sports.
Ren, which means race, basically.
You see volume, Lale.
No, yes. So RS stands for racing sports or race sports or race sports, which means it's their high performance version
Right.
of that car.
Track focused. In some senses.
Would you say RS3 is a track focused vehicle?
The new one is. I'd say that 1000%.
Really?
The things that they've done to that car, because a lot of people were talking about how numb it did feel. Like in a straight line, it was cool, it sounded amazing, but now it can do the track day quite well.
You think you would consider that like track prepared? Like obviously not like
intensely, but you can take it to the @Nürburgring and have a blast. Or is it this way?
In Port Chipster. Shout out. 𝗘𝗣𝗗𝗘𝗦.
Ooh, in 𝗘𝗣𝗙𝗢𝗙𝗢𝗙 green.
Shout out.
Shout out to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say A45.
A45
is you can track that. Not an RS3. I feel like it's
how much do you know about the new RS3? Not a lot. That's why you're speaking down on it.
I'm tweaking this episode.
Yeah, he's tweaking.
Okay.
Yeah, but
what do you have?
I do have that.
What?
Oh, and another thing that I wanted to talk about, guys. Nigenbone imoto mese baluti R-Line, AMG, S-Line. Yabo. I just wanted to skim that a little bit. So imoto mi R-Line no mi S-Line. It's not necessarily a sport saleo moto. However, it's just ukuthi njengoba S-Line it gained those bumpers, those blacked out mirror caps, those blacked out rims. The interior has more like stitching that says R-Line, and it gains a more sporty appeal in aesthetic. Sometimes you may get to see a little bit of horsepower bump, normal revised chassis steering feel. So Mobile Model R-Line, it's not necessarily the sport variant, it's just the highest spec of that car.
Of that very car.
Yes.
Yeah. What he's saying is very manufacturer / automaker dependent. Automaker, manufacturer, marquee, all mean the same.
That depend.
So you find that there's a Mercedes with an AMG pack, and then you get one that doesn't have it. So when you're buying a car and you're building it, you take what you want.
Specifications.
Spec, right? So you will see an AMG car will have deeper, more aggressive, maybe wider, maybe longer bumpers as opposed to a non-AMG car. Because Mercedes wants to cater for the AMG fanboy and for the person who wants it for the elegance. Hence why some come with an elegance badge or an avant-garde badge.
Showcase.
That's for the elegant buyer.
Yes.
But there's a guy who wants a more sporty car, who wants the A45S with those, big lower bumpers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So basically with your S-Line and your S cars, it's a dumbed down version of the top of the range car.
Yeah. The high performance one.
You might get an A4 S-Line.
S-Line.
Some stuff will be blacked out.
Just to
most times it's cosmetic.
Yes, most times. Most times.
Yes.
That's shout out, man. Big shout out. I hope you learned something from that, man. So I've got VAW right now. Just want to open up with the one that we see the most. It's TSI. TSI. What does it stand for? Wawambuza umchitha wakho noma umuntu wakho ukuthi ekuse.
Parliament ballot.
TSI is teen.
What's that?
Well, it is turbo stratified injection. Stratified.
What's that?
Now let me tell you what it is. Tell you what it is. So when a car is a TSI, basically they do the engine ekanje for umuthi imoto even on petrol, inga petrol. So what it is the way the car distributes petrol to the engine in order for it to move is it sprays petrol with engine in a more vaporous form than it would be more liquid. So it's using a calculated amount to spray instead of just
into your cylinder.
Yes, into the engine chamber, the cylinder
where the combustion occurs.
Exactly. So it's using less amounts of petrol, whereas imoto sprayer is just
using more.
You understand?
I'm assuming that you get in less performance, however. Because if you're spraying it as a vapor more than it is a liquid, right, you're spraying less. So the car uses less fuel. However, less fuel is less combustion, which is less performance.
Right. So to build on what you're saying, 𝗘𝗡𝗚𝗓𝗡, so Audi and VW more or less the same. VW is on top of Audi. That sounded bad. So on top of Audi. So their system, like you're saying that power is less, they actually have a system integrated that calculates how much is going to be put in as that vapor.
Right.
To avoid like lag and stuff like that.
So it is variable.
Yes.
Okay.
It's calculated enough to know when to put how much in.
So the T in TSI stands for turbo.
Yes, turbocharged.
Okay, that would make sense. So that's how you combat the less performance.
Exactly.
With the turbo.
Exactly.
Wow.
Okay.
I have 4MATIC.
4MATIC.
Speak to a lot of girls, they're like, oh, GL is the boy 4MATIC.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 4MATIC. What's 4MATIC?
And they're so quick to like, what is it?
What is it? 4MATIC is Mercedes' way of saying this car has all-wheel drive.
Yes.
That's what 4MATIC is.
Wonke amasondo ayenza ishone phambili.
Which will be another chat. Then, if that's the case with 4MATIC, aren't all cars like that? Don't all cars have all wheels going in one direction? What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean with onke?
What do you mean by that?
Because mina mengibuka imoto onke amasondo ashona phambili.
Yeah.
Right, so that's where we differentiate between front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, and then 4MATIC, which is all wheel drive.
Shout outs.
Right. We'll get into the mechanical aspects of that in another episode.
So another one from VW is GTI, which stands for Grand Touring Injection. Right? So it's a similar setup to a TSI, but this one is made for high performance and the ability to go long distances.
Because that's what
Grand Touring is. Grand Touring is just going places.
Far. Just a journey.
To tour grandly.
Nah, no, that's not what it means. Alright. So GTI.
So yeah, GTI has a higher HP or kilowatts. It has more Newton meters. It has improved economy. It has cleaner emissions. So they try. You understand? They try. This is a fun fact that I wrote down actually.
Let's see how fun this fact is.
I bet it will be. GTI wasn't okay. The first car to have the GTI nameplate wasn't a VW.
The badge. GTI
Yeah, the badge,
did
the
not
engine
appear first
on a GTI.
On a VW.
Yeah.
On a VW.
VW made it popular.
Peugeot. Okay? Yo, I'm off this episode.
Can you guess what it is? Do I want to do that? No.
Renault.
You just keep on missing. Let me take you out of your misery.
Give me the country.
It's Italy.
Alpha?
Just keep on doing like
Lancia?
this. No, you'll never get it.
Wait.
Let me take you out of your misery, please.
Dude.
Maserati. Maserati did it with a 3500 model, which was a 1961 Grand Tourer. That was the first GTI.
Was the I also for injection at that time? All right.
Yeah.
Building on GTI.
That was a fun fact.
No, that was good. Building on GTI, VW also made the GTD.
GTD.
D in that application is with
yeah.
Okay.
For
diesel. Yes.
Okay.
Do you remember that car?
GTD.
Significantly less power.
The Golf 7 2017.
Pre-facelift.
Bound. It should have.
You want to edit, I see that. We'll do a lot of editing.
Yeah, GTD.
GTD was less power than the GTI. It was the diesel version of the GTI. Basically, it was made in a time where diesel was really, really taking off. People really started understanding diesels. People were educated that they use less fuel. So people started getting into it, and Gulf was like, you know what? Let's
try this.
A GTD, not a GTI.
Right. Okay, building on that, I'm going to do a TDI, and the connotation or the lingo or the knowledge in the streets or the word in the streets says it's turbo diesel injection, which is not
the case.
Unfortunately.
What is it?
Turbocharged direct injection.
But it's diesel.
It is a diesel.
But the D is not for
diesel. It is a diesel, but it's not D for diesel, it's D for direct. Why is it direct? Because the pumps that pump fuel into the engine are directly located within the cylinders instead of just a place that it just sprays into. They go directly into the cylinders to distribute fine sprays of petrol to each and every cylinder in the chamber.
I just want to send like a special shout out to my co-host. AP is not really into the mechanics, but I could see today that he did his research.
I tried.
Like, I just want to hear you talk about the VVTi. Like, that's what
VVTi.
Yeah, because that's that's Toyota. But keep us going.
So because it uses a finer spray of diesel in this sense, it uses less diesel, just like your TSI, but that's more petrol orientated. So it's kind of like the same recipe. They're trying to save and be more fuel efficient. You understand? So that's what they wanted to do, man.
Okay.
It sounds nice.
It's a lot to take in, though.
It's a lot to take in. I hope you can just pause the video, listen, say it aloud, and then I bet you'll get it.
Wow, it's so educational today.
I bet you'll get it.
You're standing on business today.
Stand on business.
I don't even lie.
Stand on business. You got some more?
I can think of one right now.
You can think of one.
Sometimes we see on the back of a vehicle, you will have the model, and then maybe you'll have a hyphen, then there will be an E.
Ooh.
Or at the beginning of the name of the car, there will be an E. Maybe it'll be like a E hybrid. What is that E? What does it stand for?
What does that E stand for?
That E stands for electric. That car, in some or other form, has ugesi, basically. Whether it's in a hybrid form where you have both a petrol engine and an electric engine, or it's just an electric motor, there's some form of electricity.
Somewhere down there.
Sometimes it's a 48 volt battery
pack.
Sometimes it's a whole battery pack that's on the floor. Sometimes that's what that E stands for. So if you're maybe standing on the sidewalk and one of those cars go by and it sounds like it's off. It sounds like the car's not on, it's not idling. Just check at the back. Most likely there'll be an E badge.
Shout outs, man. Hey, man, we're on it. You spoke a little bit about Audi. I just want to dabble and dibble a little bit. So he talked about 4MATIC being a four-wheel drive system. Audi also has Quattro, which in Spanish or Italian is 4, but they have registered this as their way of saying the car has four-wheel drive as well.
True. On that tip, X-Drive.
Let's just say it. So Audi is Quattro 4, Mercedes is 4MATIC 4, BMW is X-Drive 4.
Why is X 4?
X-Drive 4.
Why does X denote 4?
It's not even in the Roman numeral, right?
No. It's IV.
One, 2, 3, 4, X.
Yo, that's a BMW fanboy for real. We'll fight. We'll fight for Beamer any day.
I will fight for them, man. I love them so much. BMW, I love you. I love you, babe. Please give me a car.
You want to talk about the 5 things you like about the car.
100%.
You want to talk about the 5 things you like?
These are 5 things that I like about the car.
And 5 things I don't like about the car.
5 things I don't like about the car.
I don't like these headlights.
I don't like that door closing.
What are we moving to now?
We're moving to Toyota, man. So Toyota, Toyota manje, like we talked about the S line. There's a GR line, right?
Corolla Cross.
Like the Corolla Cross, it's a GR line. It's not
a full-blown, heavy steroids.
It doesn't have a supercharger. It has a turbo.
Corolla Cross.
Yeah.
Wow. But everything's turbocharged.
Yeah, everything is turbocharged.
Like,
you have to.
Like even lame
you have to.
BMW M3s.
We like power in South Africa. Maybe it's on a geographical scale as well. That we have more gravitational pull on this southern tip. So I don't know whether it's a thing of us
or it's the market. I think it's automakers trying to extract power from smaller engines. You just strap on a turbo.
But sometimes, like, that chat is very subjective. That's your favorite word. It's sometimes very subjective, because do you really need to be going that fast? Do you really need that power in low revs? Do you want it up there? What?
Okay, let's take for example.
What's your problem? What's your problem?
Let's take for example a Corolla Cross.
A Corolla Cross, right?
It's quite heavy. It's a mid-sized SUV, right? What engine does it have? Probably has like a 1.5, maybe 1.6.
Yeah, most of them are 1.4,
1.5.
1.5. But it has assisted what? Battery pack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the battery actually covers up what the engine misses. In that sense that it's almost as like a turbo.
So there's a battery pack, there's an engine, and a turbo.
Showcase. Ooh, fact check me on that one though. Fact check me on that one, on the turbo. Yeah.
Okay, what else do we have? When are we getting to VBTI?
Wait, chill out.
Nah,
we are out here in Toyota now. It's coming. So the GR stands for Kazoo Racing. Racing. So there's TRD and GR. TRD is Toyota Racing Development. Okay, yeah.
Division.
Yeah, development division.
Okay.
So TRD focuses more on off-roading, the rally, off-roading, all of that.
Okay.
And then GR is more track.
Oh, okay, okay. Racing.
Yes.
More racing.
Exactly.
And then the other one.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So that's why I'm a Hilux. So I TRD.
I've seen Hilux also as D4D.
I'm coming there. I'll tell you what it means, mine. I'm coming. Hey yo, you see volume. So D4D, what does it stand for? Shall I see njalo. Njalo. Abantu bayivumile uTexel lover.
Do you have GD6?
GD6. I it's the same thing though.
As what?
GD6 is the same thing as D4D.
Oh, okay.
It's just 6 more cylinders.
Really? Did you cooking today?
Okay. Yeah, man. So D4D really stands for direct injection 4-cylinder common rail. You told me a little bit more about common rail. Do you want to share just a little?
No.
Okay, you don't.
No,
damn.
I don't want someone to fact check me and say that's.
Hey. You're wrong. So this one, D4D was Toyota's way of taking the same or similar recipe as the TSI or the TDI engine. Okay. It's more or less the same in that the spray is optimized just like the stratification, so it's a finer vapor. You understand? The petrol iyawusaver indlela yokudistributa ngayo i-engine ispana la ekumele ube khona. It's not just spraying. Okay. So yeah, man, the economy is nice. This one uses
usually Mego 𝗕𝗤𝗙, it's a 3-liter diesel engine.
In Highlands.
Yeah.
Okay.
The VVT yakho ke
Did
baba.
you even educating the mean? I mean, that doesn't happen all the
Pay
time.
attention.
I mean,
Nah,
normally I'm
okay.
the one
Whoa,
educating.
chill
Normally,
out.
like, I'm educating you because, like, I know, like, 10 times what you know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's
Nah.
like, I'm the...
No.
No.
We'll never give him his flowers. So VVT, I didn't really like to dive into it.
I can tell you what it stands for.
Yeah. Can you?
Variable. Correct?
Yeah?
Valve.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Timing.
Ooh. Uh-huh.
Injection.
With intelligence. True.
Is it right?
More or less the same thing, yeah. So these are the engines that are used when you don't go for a higher spec Hilux. So these are your workhorse cars, engines. These are the cars that produce a lot of torque down below rev ranges.
So good for like towing stuff.
Towing, moving things in the load bin. So this is like your really like type of
poverty spec.
I don't like that saying. I'm not gonna pass it on. But your base spec. Your base spec. Yeah.
Why don't you like poverty spec? Who started that phrase?
It's subjective when you ask me like that. I personally don't like it. I don't like why are we saying poverty, bro?
You don't appreciate associating some people's cause.
It's like I'm on lack of it. Shopping more, I'm on lack, you know. But it's a popular saying, man. I'm not gonna
act like it doesn't exist.
Yeah, man. I just don't like it personally. I'd rather say it's a base spec, man. If you maybe you're still saving up to get the highest spec. I don't know.
I'm just glad you got that off your chest.
Yeah, man. It doesn't sit nicely with me, man. Yeah, but
do you like appreciate the guy who came up with the phrase?
Hey, man, I don't know who he is, but big shout out to him, bro. Big shout out to him. What if it's a hair? A big shout out to that person, man.
AB doesn't
you booming, big shout out to you.
AB doesn't understand. AB doesn't understand.
Hey, we ain't trying to get cancelled, bro. We ain't trying to get cancelled.
You gotta be involved in the industry beef.
Yeah, we don't want to be. Oh, another thing that I wanted to say just quickly before we close off. Audi has decided, well, it's been a minute. They decided to take off like the capacity, engine capacity, and change it with a number. What does that number mean? So the number is actually pointing out how much kilowatts the car has. So if it's 45, it's most probably 169 kilowatts to 209 kilowatts.
So how does 45 correlate with that number?
So what did we say? Brake horsepower.
Yes, you get brake horsepower, bhp, and you get horsepower.
Yeah, it's brake horsepower. And so that is how much. So it's not 45 horsepower. It's along
45 kilowatts.
Yeah. No. Okay. Sharp. I like how it confuses me.
And then something's wrong.
When it confuses me, I'm gone.
So they've removed. So there's numbers.
Yeah.
That are gonna
It's no longer. 1.5.
Right.
Next up on 1.5. Sebes or show.
The number, like the power figure.
Yeah.
That the vehicle has.
Yeah.
Okay. I get that. I get that. There's a company, an electric company.
Shout out to electric cars.
I love electric cars.
Yo.
I think it's Build Your Dreams. I think that's the
we
name.
need to. Oh yes, they quietly made their way into South Africa.
They have a number on the back of the vehicle, right? But that number doesn't tell you like where it is on the on the models that they have. Like Audi has like A3, A4, A5, so you know it's okay. A3 is below A4.
Shout out.
The number that they have there, it also doesn't tell you the power figure that the car produces.
It's just a number,
right? What they have there is the 0 to 60 of the vehicle.
No way.
I swear, it's like there'll be like 2.2. On the back of the vehicle.
2.2 seconds.
Yeah, it's electric.
The way we love electric vehicles on the Breakfast Podcast, we're going to make at least 4 episodes just expressing
The love
how much love
we have. I love electric car. Tesla. Oh, Tesla.
Wow.
EQS.
Wow.
Wow. EQB.
Wow.
iX3.
We love you guys so much for I almost said taking out the V8 and putting in a 4-cylinder.
Yo, come on. Yo.
We love you guys a lot. And
Forgive Mercedes, please.
Mercedes must forgive themselves. We'll never stop.
They're definitely not getting the return on investment.
We
for
will.
that C63. Definitely. They're not getting that return on investment. The money that went to R&D. We're talking about the C63. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a good one. With AP the motoring journalist.
It's been a great one. It's been amazing.
You enjoyed this one?
It was good, man. I hope you guys can take something from this and learn, apply, and spot these cars, man, and these things.
Comment. What would you guys like to see in the following episode? What would you like? What would you guys like us to discuss?
And after.
Which acronym did we leave out?
Yeah.
Guys, if there's something we don't like, just leave it in the comment section. If you feel like it's valid, we'll work on it.
Yeah.
Until the next time,
Big shout outs.
You don't like my child, do you? Nah.